Why no ponies?
VR Potato says, no ponies because I'm not you, Russ.
The Stabby One says, I mean that's probably a good thing, I'm kind of a mess.
It said my mic wasn't connected,
The
but my mic
Stabby
is
One
connected.
says,
That was
but
weird.
you were muted.
I know, that's why I put the finger up. I said, wait a minute. Yeah, that was weird. I think my mic, or at least the cord connecting my mic to my PC is nearing end of life. So I got to take a look at maybe making a change with that. Thanks for the bank account abuse today. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Relax. That was Croy. I came in with one game. Relax, let's talk about the Steam sale that we're going to talk about in just a moment. And Relax, if it's okay with you, I was going to share your haul that you posted in Croy's Discord. It was mostly Croy, yes, it was 99% Croy. I was a good boy. But yeah, master sale. There's a Meta Connect sale going on Quest. There's a master sale going on Steam. Real talk, guys, I might not put the headset on tonight. There's just a whole bunch of stuff floating around that kind of need to hit. So we could probably sit here and chat for like the next 2 hours. But as always on Thursday, we're going to start with new releases and go through new release bingo. So let me pull up the store here. I was looking at the VR hentai bundle. I'm joking. It does exist though. When I was looking through Steam sale, I'm like, there is a VR hentai bundle. It's like 19 games for 40 bucks. I was like, okay. Yes, all your favorites. Let's see here. Oh, yes, Russ. I'm not showing it on stream before you even ask. Let's see. VR only. Release date. Come over here. Hi, welcome over here. Let's get it started. If you have not been here for a new release bingo, we play bingo when we go through all the new releases on Steam and Meta, because this started as a way to promote all the games that were coming out. It quickly became a round of memes because a lot of the stuff that comes out, especially now, is bloatware, is like really terrible, awful bloatware. So we've now turned it into bingo because there are all these buzzwords and things that keep, and commonalities, we'll say, that keep popping up, that we're just turning that into a game. So if you win bingo, you get 1,000 pixels. If you do not know how to play bingo, feel free to ask me. Matter of fact, I need to make bingo instructions. I also need to fix my my noise gate, because that should not have picked up my keyboard typing, but okay. Although I do type really loud. My mom tells me I type like I'm beating up my keyboard. My boy has surgery tomorrow. I was getting an inhaler soon. Smack it. I relax. All the prayers for your baby. Tomorrow I hate the brick. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, pet surgery sucks. My dearly departed Pepper had a twisted stomach. Okay, this is Pepper's paw print. I keep this on my desk. So whenever I get sad, I have this, and I have one of Pepper's toys over here to my right. So whenever I get sad, I can look over there and think about my baby. But yeah, she had a twisted stomach at one point. That was not cheap. That was not a cheap surgery. But she could not eat food or hold anything down. She was being fed intravenously for 3 days. So yeah, I've been there. And you think just because it's a pet, it's not like a child, you don't think it's expensive? Oh no, those costs add up very, very quickly. So all the best to you, Relax, and your fur baby. Hope everything goes well. Tomorrow will be 17K cat. Sheesh. Holy crap, my friend. That is wild. All right, let's get into it. Odania Sports Arena. I'll talk about vet builds. Yeah, I know you've had, I know you suffer from that too. I already love the art style of this one. Enter the Odania Sports Arena. Oh, sorry, I just realized the music was too loud. Hold on, let me turn that down a hair. One like ambient. I was messing around with Pretzel Rocks the other day, and after about an hour listening to Pretzel Rocks while I was working on my game, I remember why I don't like Pretzel Rocks anymore. So I think I'm just gonna stick to the same like 10 tracks I always play in the background for you guys. Although I have an idea for what I'm gonna do with my game soundtrack. I found a neat tool that a friend of mine who's in the music showed me to convert tracks to lo-fi tracks. So the idea is after I finalize the soundtrack to my game, which will be well into next year, I have a whole bunch of tracks laid out. I just haven't like placed them where they're gonna be. I'm gonna run them all through a lo-fi mixer and make lo-fi versions, and that'll be the soundtrack for the stream until said game, until said game comes out and hopefully it doesn't flop. All right, enter the Odania Sports Arena, an easy to play VR experience where you compete in fun sci-fi themed sports events. Master 5 different games from boxing to space golf as you try to beat the highest score. Excuse me. I am very tired. It was a long day at work. Well, this mollusk has a root expels. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Surprisingly, this is single player. I figured a game like this would have been multiplayer, but okay. Screenshots. There's a ton of them. I said I do like this art style. I am growing more and more into, not just because I'm making the game, but I do love stylized looking. I like realistic looking games in VR too, but I think I'm hitting a burnout point of Unreal Engine 5 because I see so much of it in flat gaming these days. I'm like, just show me something different. That's why stuff like Hi-Fi Rush and things like that. I don't know. We're gonna see the trailer in a minute, and we'll see if it's arena combat. It's not tagged arena combat, but a lot of devs don't tag their games correctly. For instance, I'll tell you a story as soon as we finish this game. Showing different things. It's got that Borderlands look. Could probably not do I have wave shooter on this? As shooter, okay. Because this looks like a wave shooter. But let's find out. Trailer time. Protect the almighty cat. I know that font. That is a Canva font. Space Dance. Baseball. Oh, just because of the cat? Developers, all you need to get relaxes money is put the cat in your game. Sci-fi golf. Corey should play this. How's that golf if you're hitting stuff? I would get the game only for cat. Matt, do you have a cat? Everyone in chat, do you have a pet? And if so, what is the type of pet and what is your pet's name? If you don't feel comfortable sharing what of those, just say, I'd rather not answer. That's fine. I'm curious what everyone's got. I would love a pet, but I cannot have one that's in my contract. That looked okay. Yeah, for $10, that's like, I'll take a flyer on the territory. Cat, Felix, nice. Faye has 2 cats, Chris and Nika. Relax has 4 cats. I'm sorry, 4 pets, excuse me. 2 cats, Gur and Loki, and 2 sugar gliders. Yes, you talked about sugar gliders quite a few times. I knew you had those. I couldn't remember how many cats you had. Russ has 1 pony, and she lives with Freddy. Freddy is a dog, by the way, because Russ didn't specify that. I just know that because I know Russ very well. But Freddy is a dog, not her pony. Earlier this year was 4 cats and 7 sugar gliders. Yeah, I know. I remember that. On the cause doesn't have any pets. 1 cat graciously allows me to live here. Earth Witness gets it. He knows that the pet runs the house. See, some very silly pet owners think that they run the house. No. Your pet runs the house. Because your pet sets the tone about here's a laugh. Your pet sets the tone. Mock, how many pets do you have and what are their names? That is the question right now. We're throwing about right now. Yeah, like you do everything around your pet schedule, just like kids. That game was okay. It wasn't. Yeah, it was okay. Okay, is it? My brother-in-law is so allergic, so my sister got Himalayans. They're hyperallergenic. Bengal's also hyperallergenic. I didn't know that. We have a demo. This is Battle Group 2. So numerous spiders in the basement allow you to live upstairs. Yes. Although spiders aren't pets. Only. Oh, sorry, your spiders are not pets. If they were Russ, they'd be sleeping in the bed with her. Demo. It's free. I need to start ruling out demos entirely, but it's fine. For counting spider, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there goes Russ. Battlegroup VR2 is a virtual reality real-time space strategy. I need to show Arlen this, where you explore the galaxy and lead a fleet of powerful warships from the bridge of your flagship. Explore, mine, trade, hunt, grow your fleet, upgrade your ships, trade your captains, and battle the enemy from the captain's chair. Okay. Screenshots. I played the original Battlegroup. It very much was not my vibe, but I thought it was pretty well done. And only said it was well received by the people who are into that type of game. No, the rules tell you the spiders that they're not allowed in your bed. They can go anywhere else, but I will remove them from the bed. Okay. Okay. So your headboard, foot of your bed, going next to the bed, all perfectly game. This looks nice. This looks really nice. Correct if I'm wrong, Oni, I don't know if you played it too. I don't remember the first game looking this good. It's just screenshots, I get it, but I don't remember the first game. Too many screenshots, by the way. With 16, unnecessary. Okay, especially when you got this one, and this one. Look at that now. Mock has 2 dogs, Barkley and Snowflake. Your wife says... my wife says I can't call her my pet unless I mean it endearingly. Yeah, that's a wise decision, Mock. There's a lot going on in the UI. Some of those shots, I'm sure it looks actually different in VR, but Flat looks busy. Yeah, although it's a strategy game, I expect that type of game to have a busy UI. But yeah, we'll see how it looks in the trailer. Yeah, too many screenshots because they're not really showing the whole. It's like here's a ship, here's a ship, here's a ship, here's a ship, here's a ship. Like, okay, this one's actually okay, but yeah, there's a lot of like here's the same thing multiple times. Less is more. This looks good, to quote Clay. Russ, I just read that and I recoiled in terror.
Commander, the fleet is awaiting your orders.
Channel open.
Air command. Roger. Moving to nav point.
Scanning asteroid for resources.
Mining lasers powering up.
Jackpot. Looks like a good haul.
Permission granted. You are cleared for gate 2. Docking sequence initiated.
This is so not my vibe, but I want to try this.
Welcome to port, Commander.
Even though I never played the first game.
Unknown contact detected.
Enemy vessels identified.
All batteries lock on target. Wait for the command.
Open fire!
I forgot to check see if this has multiplayer.
Targeting enemy weapon systems.
Thrusters to full. The commander has the helm.
Deploying all squadrons.
Ah, no, he's not here. Okay. Gonna have her put this, never thought this for Arlen. That's one of the best trailers we've seen in several weeks. Yeah, yeah, relax. Don't even Googling that. It's just terrifying. I speak as someone who has done it. Yeah, I need to make sure that Arlen sees that because I know Arlen has been talking about wanting more strategy games in VR for quite some time. He's actually starting his game developer journey. Because he wants to make some insane game that he sent me a very long DM about that I'm not gonna even try to summarize for you guys, but it's a tile-based strategy game, and yeah, very involved. Anywho, the Tri-Brass Tactics, I have no idea. I don't know his strategy game background. I just know that's what he plays a lot on flat. So, not sure. Tile-based, T-I-L-E. Although I'm so tired, I probably said Kyle. SV on the tile, thank you, Faye. I barely paid attention to any of that. I just thought the trailer looked really good. I was marveling at how good the trailer was. I mean, noise in the environment. Okay, no worries. It is multiplayer, so let's go ahead and mark that off. I don't think it showed physics or anything. Nope. Okay, no buzzwords. All right, let's keep it moving. Yeah, that's good. Matter of fact, it's a demo. If I said I want to try it, we'll try it. We'll do that next week. We'll try that demo next week. I see a pouring game, but I don't think... Nope, it's not recent enough. Okay. Zero G Guns demo. Okay, great. All right, fantastic. Fantastic. Scorp, how you doing? Grab your bingo card. Zero G Guns offer a new physics based way of moving in VR. Push against the environment, grab objects, and shoot yourself around using the recoil of your guns. Use your movement to stay alive while fighting enemy drones and find a way back home. Let's have, what the hell is that word? Solafugai? Yep, it's a shooter too. Yay. I'm so excited. I bet it's okay. All right, screenshots. Wait, there's no trailer? There's no trailer. Why? There's no trailer. You have 5 screenshots. And they all look at... Okay, hold on. Go back. All this stuff, the walls, all this stuff looks pretty good. Like, looks okay, right? New fear unlocked. And then you get to hear, what is this thing in the middle? I know it's early. It's a demo. I get it. I just want to put the screenshot in here. There's no trailer for this, so maybe that should be a thing. No, I'm going to give you trailer just ends, just because there's no trailer in it. I'm going to give you 2. Just for shits and giggles. I'm going to give you no actual ending and no sound on trailer, because there is no trailer. There you go. Yeah, we'll just give you 2 bonus spots, because it's very rare that I run into one that doesn't have a trailer mock, which is why it isn't a bingo slot. Yeah, that's just funny. Okay, moving on. Keep it moving. Split second VR tactical shooter. Okay, I'm not tripping, right? Oni, relax, Scorp. Everyone help me out. There is a VR game called Split Second, right? I swear I'm not tripping. Dude, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. It's on Steam too. 10 seconds would have... That's right, Scorp wouldn't know that. No, it's not the same dev. This isn't Split Second. No. No, I'm sorry. Faye, I stand corrected. It is not on... Apparently it's not on Steam. Okay, anyway, enter the role of a SWAT officer in... Yes, UI. In the... Yeah, great. Okay. Enter the role of a SWAT officer in this VR tactical shooter. Clear rooms, detain suspects, and survive tense, eerie environments where every shadow could hide a threat. Precision, fear, and adrenaline collide in this immersive, ding, close quarters experience. I really gotta find a sounder for that. Where is immersive? Twitch loves you. The ads on mobile are showing depends for men and women. No mock, Twitch loves you. I cannot tell you because I guess like my age demographic is now I'm 44 and I'm inching closer to 45. It's like inching into the, oh, we need to start sending him like old men looking stuff. So I'm getting the Pens ads. I'm getting a whole bunch of ED ads, like different products too. I'm like, fuck you guys. Not fun. All right. What's this? Screenshots. Okay, the screenshots themselves don't look terrible. There's a decent amount of variety here. I don't really like night vision. I don't think night vision photographs well. Oh, that's just a laser pointer, so that's fine. I recommend the Amazon generic defense much. So you've heard, right, witness? So you've heard. Not that you know for yourself, but so you heard. Okay. I get a feeling this is gonna look like Project Terminus level, but okay, let's see it. I swear to Christ, if they infiltrate this house and the suspects are minorities, I'm gonna have a problem with this. Like, remember that prison fight game we saw a couple of weeks ago?
Landed. EMS has been called.
Wait. You started on 1 second of action and then a black screen for how long?
Hands up!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Started from scratch.
Hey Gary, how you doing?
Loaded our guns. Trained. What's it all for? To keep each other alive when life gives you a split second.
Scorp, did you finish the Assassin's Creed DLC? What kind of ragdoll was that? Did the rage quit? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was there for that boss fight that was kicking your ass for a while there. What's with the blackouts? That was the end? You ended on how many seconds of darkness? Hold on. At least give me a splash screen of your logo. Something, bro. Like, come on. Don't end on 5 seconds of darkness. You know, does that take all the bad guys away? Just trying to be Ready or Not VR. Yeah, and it's doing a very poor job of it. There's an official Ready or Not VR mod coming, Scorp. I can give you some more information about that if you're interested. Like, I get being inspired by your favorite games and wanting to bring them to VR. I totally get that. I'm doing the exact same thing. I really don't want to say anything past that. You talking about playing the correct? Yeah, okay. Make sure you knew that. Escape from Mandrilla. Did this just hit 1.0? I've known about this game for like 2 years now. On sale already by a lot. Yeah, it's already 40% off. Holy crap. Having said that, this game's been in early access for at least 2 years. I remember seeing this on App Lab around the time I started with my quest. But it's just a 1.0 release. Local VR plus PC horror. As a VR player, escape an underground facility full of giant alien monkeys. Relax wins. We're running another one. GG's, relax. Yeah, because it's been EA, it makes more sense. I just need the zombies. Rush, you win enough. You won both games last week. Alright, there you go. Let's start a new game. I barely started reading the description, so here we go. New game going. Right. Local VR plus PC horror. Is horror game on here? It is. 23. As a VR player, escape an underground facility full of giant alien monkeys. Up to 2 PC players can help you out controlling friendly drones or crush you by playing as the enemy. It really is. I am very tired. Similar to wait, relax. buddy, how is this similar to Vertigo 2? The VR in title is local asymmetric VR versus PC. I guess it's in the title. I guess it counts. How is this similar? I love Vertigo 2. I absolutely adore that game. How is that similar to VR? I wish it was. I tried to show my mother proof why I make linking decisions on Twister, and they are worse than I thought. I have no idea what any of that means, Matt. That came out of nowhere. I'm very confused. I'm not gonna lie. Shared screen PvP, shared screen co-op. Wait, so oh, it's local only. Okay, I was thinking about playing this on stream, but local co-op only. So yeah, I can't do that. Oh, this looks so much better. I'm stressing the event. Sorry. Okay, no worries. I didn't know if you were trying to like tie into a conversation we're already having. I was confused for a second. No worries. This looks so much better than what it used to look like. It used to look like a really bad Horizon world, but there's now really wow. 14 screenshots a lot, but wow. Like what? Why is this here? What's the point? Wow. Too many screenshots. Okay. Trailer. Oh my god, this looks so much like crisper and cleaner than what it used to look like. This is like a phone, like, oh, one of those things where you like swipe it in the pattern. Yeah. You know how some games can look soft only? Like you look at them and they just look like there's not a lot of like crisp is the only way I can describe it as, but it just doesn't look like stuff doesn't pop. Like maybe I'll post some old screenshots of Escape from Mandrilla in the Discord. By the way, hold on. Mandrillia. I'm sorry. I was saying it wrong the whole time. It's Mandrillia. Alright, moving on. I don't think that trailer had anything abrupt. Fear Simulator VR. I know this stuff. I think I know this stuff. I don't know this stuff. Never mind. No one on sale already. Yeah, I mean, it's always customary on Steam to launch your game with a 10% off deal, but like that's actually recommended for a lot of Steam marketing experts. Enter a realistic elevator, ride to the very top, and walk across. I know I've seen this. This is Richie's plank ripped off. And walk across a narrow plank high above the ground, filmed in 360 degrees for maximum realism and enhanced with mixed reality to perfectly align the elevator with your space. The experience will push your fear of heights to the limits. Simulator in the title. I keep forgetting about that one. We haven't had a lot of simulators, like at all. VR's in the title. There, I marked that one off. I didn't mark that one off for the last one. Let's see. There. I think got everything there. All right. Screenshots. That already looks like a ton. 5. Okay. What? Yeah, I'm not gonna be the dead horse. Okay. Trailer. You're not being a Karen, Matt. You want to get paid for the work you did. There's nothing wrong with that. Was the previous one the shooter? It's not meant to be. Okay, I'll give it that because there are turrets in there, but it's not really a shooter. There's our menu. Perfect. All right. We've got menu. We haven't had menu in a while. And laser pointer. Only Kaze. Only Kaze. Please tell me you're still here, buddy. I have a laser pointer for you. I'm very excited about this.
Doors opening.
Have to wait. Yeah, that's crap. I hope you get that resolved. The Iron Rebellion is on sale. Quest, or Matt to snag it. Oh, the new one? Salvation? 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Only we had main menu with laser pointer. Mock wins!
Going up.
Mock Rivage pulls out the second bingo. We're running one more. We haven't made the quest yet.
The truth is,
wait, no, Mock.
I despise you.
Mock's like, I won bingo. The stream's over, so I guess we're kind of short. Good night, everybody. Y'all take care.
I'm making the final cut. It's down to the wire. So you'll be the spy and I'll be the liar. And I'll be the liar.
Mock's like, the stream is peaked. We're done. This does not look good. Why is this a minute 15 seconds longer? We're just riding the elevator.
Doors opening.
Like, why? Why are you falling so fast?
Doors
Okay.
closing.
And it says VR fear simulator, but the only one is the fear of heights. Yeah, that's a dud. Yeah, there we go.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
I feel like we looked at Birdseed, but that might have just been from one of the gaming showcases we looked at. Birdseed VR. We already marked off VR in the title. Moving on. Snap pics of the chunkiest, cutest birds in VR. Relax in lush forests. Complete quirky daily quests and fill your journal. Whether you're birding alone or together with friends, get cozy and escape to nature. Why was that duck just showing me his ass just now? Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Faye is determined to win. Unless it's from Hello Kitty Land, spiders aren't cute. Amen. Amen, Matt. Say it again. Say it louder for the Russes in the back. You mark off demo here. And free to play. And it's multiplayer. And it has VR in the title. But we're hitting so many things right now. Sheesh. Did I get everything so far? I think I got everything so far. Alright. No buzzwords, so that's good. Screenshots. Why is the duck mooning me? Why is the duck like, or presenting, you know, depending on what you're into. Says along with friends. Yeah, I marked off multiplayer, I thought. Yeah, I marked it off.
Mr. Mouthhug says all the things.
I will never get tired of Mog's ASMR TTS voice. Why is this bird looking pissed? Have I seen the duck dig? No, Russ. Why would I? Russ, I need you. You know me. Explain to me how you think I would ever be in a situation where I would see a duck's dick. I still feel weird that I have to explain why Husky was excited about a pickle, and that was a while ago. I mean, hey, you're into what you're into. No judgment here. No, Russ, I don't follow memes. I'm an old fogey like that. That trailer's perfection. That was 35 seconds. It did exactly what it needed to do and got in and out. That is pitch perfect. That is brilliant. Because the game probably isn't much more than what you just saw. But that's all they had to do. Got all the chill vibes, the cute bird flying across the picture. That's it. Boom, 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 in and out. Perfect. Well done. Well done. Steak. I left myself, thought the wings were his head, not the back. No. What? Anyway, ducks are raping. No, I didn't need to know that, Russ. I did not need to know that. Zix, this is early access. I know for a fact this is early access. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this off now. And it's a shooter. Zix, a VR action roguelite with an expressive deep combat system and a player-driven procedural world generation system. Blah, 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 blah. We should all be allowed to redeem early bird for that. Oh, God. No.
Dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh?
I just got that joke.
You're dumb.
Early bird. Get it, everybody? Early bird.
You're dumb. Same thing. Still dumb.
Mark, I love you, buddy. I just want you to know that. I really love you. A VR action roguelite with an expressive, not immersive, it was close, an expressive deep, I already read all that. Team up with friends across platforms as you remix runs in alter reality to uncover the mysteries of Zix. I'm not wrong. Procedural should be added like physics. That doesn't come up a lot in descriptions, honestly. It doesn't come up a whole lot. 14 screenshots. At dealt with ducks there. In fact, bird terrorists, not bird terrorists. That's a lot of screenshots, but there's still a good, decent amount of variety in there. All right, trailer.
You come closer. Unseen warriors. The weak flicker, and only the strong endure. You will fall, and you will rise.
Should I be ducks on the family farm in Alabama?
Until your flame.
I didn't know you were a hunter.
Through my will, the worlds twist and bend. Through my fire, your strength is forged. With your allies and your fury, spread my flame. Acolyte.
Giving sci-fi Hellsweeper. I'm kind of for this. You know what? I'm kind of into that. That's a really good trailer too. That's a really good trailer. I'm so confused with what type of game this is. It is a co-op sci-fi roguelike. Procedurally generated roguelike. So take that. Just I couldn't hear you over the beat. I said I'm kind of digging this because the idea of playing something Dungeons-esque or Hellsweeper-esque, but in like a sci-fi setting, is very appealing to me. So Mark, take like Hellsweeper or Dungeons of Eternity, make it sci-fi, and that's kind of what this is. Also, you can murder your friends. And no, I don't want to murder my friends. I love my friends. I don't want to kill my friends. Y'all my friends. I think that's it for Steam. Oops, hold on. Yeah, that was it for Steam. Okay. I was going to do something after Steam, and I can't remember what it is now. Come over here. I don't know what I have open on this tab. Okay, this is all the dev stuff. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go through Meta first. It says you can in the description. I'd say I don't want to murder my friends, is what I'm saying. Because I have too many friends that will troll and just kill you. So, yeah. Top selling. Thank you, Matt. Everyone thank Matt for this wheel spin. Whatever this lands on, everyone's chance gonna get. How is it top selling if the game is free? Like, that's something I really don't understand. 250 pixels for everybody in chat. Everyone thank Matt for that. How is something rated top selling if it's free? Like, how is VR chat a top seller? As opposed to, like, just a top downloaded or most downloaded or something. Okay, never mind. Anyway, sorry. All right, this store pisses me off every time I look at it, if I'm honest with you. We need to look at the Bennett Connect sale in a minute. Yeah, I get it. It feels weird to put a free-to-play game, even though they're all big with microtransactions, into the top sellers, because then this list never changes. It's always gonna have Gorilla Tag, Animal Company, VR Chat, and probably Yeep's Hide and Seek and PokerStars, like, are always gonna be there. I am constantly amazed how well Bone Lab continues to sell. Like, Beat Saber, I'm not surprised by, but I am constantly amazed that Bone Lab continues to be as popular as it is. Blade and Sorcery I get, Beat Saber I get, even a fitness game like FitXR. Bone Lab is just the one that stands out. I guess because it's sandboxy, you can just, fuck around and do whatever, but... Oh, hold on. Trying to get better about reviewing games, too. Oh, Bone Lab Bone works on Steam. I haven't played through them yet. Can't stop playing Dungeons of Eternity and VTOL. I am not a Bone Lab Bone Works fan, but I don't really like sandbox stuff. I like to have a purpose of something to do. Alien, welcome in, by the way. Where are the new releases, Meta? Like, why am I scrolling this far to get to the new games that came out? Most downloaded on Horizon. Yeah, make most downloaded, but just on the Quest Store. Although, how are these the most downloaded games, but like Gorilla Tag's not there? Okay, anyway, yeah. I'm confused. This store just doesn't make any sense. I need to look at RPG for... Oh, never mind, those are worlds. Never mind, those are worlds. In case you missed it, interesting category. Where are new releases? Like, this is kind of wild. Okay, let's just go to actual games. And maybe here there's a new releases section. Free games with popular ads on. Scary Baboon. Go fuck yourself. I hate this store so much. I hate this store so much. Browse all games. There. Epic Mixed Reality. There. Where are new releases? Way down here. Awesome. Okay, great. I had to scroll 5 times. Okay, last week's last game was it Successor? Yeah, it was Successor. So only 2. Super Troopers and Oktoberfest. Yeah, Timber Troopers puts you in command with a fully destructible battlefield, blending physics. Ding! I know I've seen this game before, so I'm hoping I didn't do this last week. Here's the news. Raid Shadow Legend VR. I'm sure there'll be like 50 ads for it. And turn-based combat with intuitive controls, command quirky characters, and wield powerful weapons to defeat your enemies, cause massive damage. I know for a fact I've seen this recently, but I don't know if we covered it on stream. So, won't be a monkey, I'll go to the zoo. How does going to the zoo make you a monkey?
No way.
I think this was early access a few weeks ago, and that's when we saw it. Yeah, that's what I think this is. Yeah, we definitely saw this a few weeks ago when it was EA. Now I guess it's the 1.0 release. It wasn't last Thursday, it was probably the week before that.
Mr. Mouthhug says, play Raid Shadow Legends. Not a sponsor, nor a recommendation. Don't play it.
The pauses of that TTS are great. Oktoberfest, the official game 2.0. This is another one coming out of early access. Grab your friends and dive into Oktoberfest, the ultimate social ding. VR fun fair packed with wild rides, haunted houses, adorable pets, and nonstop fun in a big variety of games, of attractions and games. Oh my god, I'm tired. I don't want to look at these screenshots, but okay. This was another one that was like, I remember this being hyped really hard by the VR like influencer community for like 3 days. Is there a Skelecat? I don't know. Let's watch the trailer. Let's find out. Husky, Matt, I have a game for you.
Let me grab I need it.
Oh! That was the beer. Good question.
What happened?
All I'm seeing here is Faye getting sick. I'm just seeing Faye getting sick on all the rides.
Cheers!
Yeah. To me, that looks like a game that would only be fun with friends, though. Like, Dungeons of Return I could play by myself. Walkabout I could play by myself. There are certain games. Yeah, there's a question. There's a question for everyone in chat. Is there a game that you can only play with friends? Well, let me rephrase that. Because there are games that are only multiplayer. Is there a game that you can only have fun with if you're playing with friends? So it is playable single player, but it's just not remotely fun to you. You don't have a buddy in there with you. A buddy or 2 or 3 or however many in there with you. Baldur's Gate 3, really? That's fascinating. Iron Strike, okay. Another interesting pick. I think that was it. I think it was just the 2. Yep, so we're gonna start calling random events until we get a bingo. We haven't had a mouse cursor on the screen in a while, so I might take that one off and substitute it with something else that's been suggested for a while. Any Jackbox game? Ooh, good call on Jackbox. I can't imagine. Yeah, but Infestation Origins, not heard of that one. D&D is the solo game for me. Can D&D be played solo? Like, I figured the whole point of that was Dungeon Master and roleplay aspects and all that stuff. And Awful comes in out of nowhere to win the final round of bingo. GG's Awful. Came in, got her card right away. It was like, yeah. Well, Awful, hit it. Hit your victory song. You know you want to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to murder Mickey Mouse alone. If you ask, he didn't pay his taxes. Be right back if you that. All right, do your thing, relax. All right, so I was gonna go through everything that happened in Meta Connect, but literally, like, nothing happened. They mentioned a couple of VR games, but it was just glasses and AI, which none of which I have a tremendous amount of interest in, even though some of that tech looked cool, but not enough for me to sit here and want to discuss it here. So let's not do that. Let's instead go back to Steam and talk about this Steam VR Fest, which I am curious if it is on the front page of the store. It is, quote, the biggest VR Fest that Steam has ever done. And normally when there's one of these fests, they're like right on the top banner of the store. But we're not seeing that. We see Dying Light the Beast. So let's go to the VR title section to see if it's here. And it's not here. Sushi Ben's here. I really need Legendary Tales to go on sale. I've wanted to play that game. Croy and I have talked about playing that game for like 2 years now. And we were both kicking ourselves when it went from early access to 1.0, and it went from, I think, $30 or $40 to $55, which is a bit steep. Was Taylor Jix the first thing? Yeah, see, it knows me. Where's this big VR fest that they were talking about? I'm gonna have to go dig for it, aren't I? Okay. I gotta open Discord anyway, so I gotta get Relax's haul of everything I got. We'll turn some music on while we do this. Do not activate the potato PNG tuber. Discord is covering that right now, so just be looking at Discord. And I mean that, like, don't troll me and do it anyway, because I'm literally not gonna fix it. Relax's last message in Croy's Discord. After I told him to buy Resist, the one game I told Relax to buy. I know. Thank you, Matt. I know I started the whole what should I get in the sale, but this is becoming dangerous for my bank account. $172 today. Back right on time. Relax got okay. Here we go. Hold on. Let's just bring Discord over here. Relax got, let's see, in the Steam sale today. Look at this haul. Cube VR, Escaping Wonderland, Vampire the Masquerade Justice, Sushi Ben, A Fisherman's Tale 2, Fract, Riven, We Are One, Rate the Oblivion Afterlife. I really need to finish that. Resist is excellent, and it's $3 on Steam right now. Only $3. That is double up territory for sure. Mist, The Under presents Down the Rabbit Hole, The Room VR, A Dark Matter, Max Mustard, Cubism, The First Fisherman's Tale, The Talos Principle VR, and Job Simulator. Woo! Relax went on a bit of a shopping spree. I stopped myself. I was very, very good. I did not go into the Steam sale because I wanted to look at the asset store, which we're gonna look at in a minute. If you got, I'm gonna apologize if you guys are bored about all the asset stuff I've been doing lately. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing moving forward. I am looking for the Steam Festival. Here we go. The fact that this isn't front and center kind of pisses me off, but okay. And last one, yeah, Resist, gotcha. Holy moly, yeah. Mock, go buy some VR games. They're dirt cheap right now. Go ask your wife for permission. I mean, Miley Cyrus. You know what? Let's just start. I miss you, Mock. What is VR Forever? This is the first edition of a festival focused on improving the curation of virtual reality titles. It includes the inaugural VR Forever Awards, celebrating the best VR available. Please keep that in mind. The best VR available on Steam and Steam's largest VR event. There's so many universes to explore, so we are here to guide you with the best VR titles Steam offers. Have fun with over 130 handpicked titles. Demos at incredible discounts as part of a 6-day Steam event, and there are multiple developers. I'll have to pull something for Croy's Discord. It was very, very funny that happened. The 172 could have been 10 more full price. I think many hours of entertainment you got today prepaid. Oh, absolutely. So tomorrow when you're broke from pet care, you can have fun all winter. Very true. Very true. Nacy, a VR content creator, presented the VR awards. I'm not gonna watch that. I think it's in their 15-minute video. We're not gonna go through that. Seems like very specific. That there are absolutely very specific devs. Mock, Hail Gaben. They had a set of awards. We went through the nominees last week. I'm not gonna go through them again, so I'm gonna get pissed off again. The Arcanage wasn't nominated in this, but the winners were for Hidden Gem. The winner was The Under Presents. For Solo Journey, the winner is Moss Book 2. For Social Time, the winner is Walkabout Mini Golf. That was the strongest category. That was like Walkabout Mini Golf, Among Us VR, VR Chat. Like there were heavy hitters in there. All-time classic, the winner was Job Simulator. Most anticipated, the winner was Reach. And Game of the Year, the winner was The Midnight Walk. I will say The Midnight Walk was quite deserving. It's probably one of the better games. It is one of the better games that came out this year. Arcanage, man. Also, I'm very glad they didn't actually announce the Decker. It can wait till spring at this rate. It would have been dumb. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. It would have been dumb for them to announce it like that. So let's see. There's a whole bunch of games on sale on Steam right now as part of this fest. Over 130 games on sale. All the winners are on sale right now. You got that in 2 minutes. And Onikaze is very correct. This is brought to you by Creature and Future Friends. Those two publishers account for, out of all the games that were nominated for the awards, which is 30 games, those two publishing companies account for 24 of those. Just throwing it out there. They were gonna let this known version from Meta, they held back. The number of people who were like, they should do it to stick it to Meta. Like, stop it, guys, stop it. We're past this tribalistic bullshit. It's Valve. They're not doing something to stick it to another company. They do stuff on Valve time. Anyone who's been around Valve for any length of year, I'm not even a big Valve person. Even I know that. I'm not gonna go through all these games on sale, but there's a ton of deals to be had. Like, seriously, Fuji, $4. The original Prison Boss VR, I'm probably gonna buy that because I really like Prison Boss Prohibition. We almost played that tonight. The original Prison Boss is $6. Shit, yeah, I'm probably gonna buy that. Dungeons of Eternity is 10% off. This is just my wish list though, it looks like. All these have demos? Or just coming soon? But Valve did that when they announced the index, was wide speculation. I get it, yeah, and I thought it was dumb they did that then too, but okay. Trying to convince Husky to get Little Thief VR because it's fun. There's an actual Thief VR game coming out. Oh, I think it's November. I want to say it's November. Anyway, so they're celebrating a bunch of games that are coming soon. They did this whole thing with Nacy where she hosted and went through all the awards. I watched the whole thing earlier. Nacy is Charm City. She's very personable. From what I understand, she's very nice. For the people who have met her, that I know that have met her, yeah, it's a fun time. Glassbreakers have been streaming gameplay on Steam in one of your interviews. Yes, they streamed the town hall that we did back in June, and they're streaming the gameplay. They've been doing it around the clock, so they're trying to, you know, boost themselves in the algorithm. The first floor plan, I've never played one of these games. Has anyone ever played one of these?
Looking to add some upward mobility to your life? Introducing Floor Plan. Using state-of-the-art Ver technology, now you too can ride.
What the hell did he just say?
Using state-of-the-art. Introducing Floor Plan. Using state-of-the-art Ver technology, now you too can ride in an elevator. Floor Plan comes equipped with steel.
Play both. Are they good? Are they worth playing?
A double-paned exiting apparatus. Secure storage for all your belongings. And this sound. With Floor Plan, you'll be transported to destinations such
Every day's great at your children.
Alright, we're in ads. Faye says yes, even though she can't hear me right now.
Lobby. Use your elevator to attract new friends and trade with them. Everyone will
Capitalism.
love you. Floor Plan. All the joys of riding an elevator right.
The first is short, but the second is pretty good length and a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. I really can't add to my backlog right now. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to focus all my... Okay. If you press every button, will people get pissed? What, on the elevator? Yes. I told myself that if I complete my prototype and get it out to people by the end of October, then I can buy myself a new game. That is my reward to myself. But until then, I am trying really hard not to buy any new games right now, which is why looking at this sale is a little dangerous, but we're rolling with it. Anywho, yeah, tons of games to add to your library if you're looking for stuff. Pixel Rip, the first Pixel Rip, we played the first two on stream. I don't own the third one. Is the third one on sale by chance? Let's see. If the third Pixel Rip's on sale, I might pick that up just because I would like to complete the trilogy because I really like the first two games. Was it 1970? 1978. No, it's not on sale. Okay. So yeah, check that out. Lots of deals to be had there. I can't tell that's number one. All right. Oh my god, Floor Plan 2 only 16 in the bundle. Relax, buddy. Resist the urge. Relax, resist the urge to buy this bundle, even though it's like right here in your face. Just staring at you. Relax. Don't look at the screen right now.
Mr. Hug says, so no one should buy you games right now out of love and admiration.
If someone were to buy me a game, I'd never turn down someone gifting me a game. But yeah, I am trying really hard not to buy stuff. It would go on sale again. It would go on sale again. Relax. Just don't look at the screen right now. Don't look at that massive 50% off. Don't look at the massive $16.18, which is incredibly discounted from the full price of the game. Don't look at that. Relax. Be strong. Be strong, my friend. Make sure that is like center of the screen. Just resist. Resist. You know you want to. No, Russ, you are a terrible influence. I'm trying to stop Relax from buying these games. I am not trying to tempt Relax in any way by what I'm doing on my screen right now. I'm trying to stop him. Welcome back from the ass, people. Relax saw that the first two floor plan games, Floor Plan 1 and 2, actually the only two, are in the bundle right now for $16. And I'm trying to tell Relax, don't look at the giant price discount right here on screen. Don't look at that giant add to cart here right now. My nipples are... Good.
Mr. Mouthhug says, my nipples are hard just thinking about it.
Hey, welcome back from the ads. I'm tempting Relax because I'm being an asshole. Okay. All right, let's look at the meta sale. Celebrate all things Celebrate all things Connect 2025 with savings up to 50% off. Sales ends on the 21st. That's Monday at midnight. I'm sorry, that's Sunday at midnight. Excuse me. So here's... Welcome back from the ads, Matt. Here's kind of my... I don't want to say problem. Maybe problem's too strong of a word. Give me a word that's lesser than problem, but still connotates problem. Here's my my hang up with this, my disagreement with this. You didn't have any VR Connect at all. Aside from your new procedure issue, thank you. Aside from announcing that they're making a custom game engine for Meta Horizon Worlds, which I don't care about. And you mentioned, I think, Deadpool VR once, and Demio, D&D Demio Battlemark once. You're like, yeah, celebrate Meta Connect, because we're the market leader in VR, even though we didn't say a fucking thing about it in our keynote. And we haven't had a game show in 2 hours. Oh, Matt, we didn't need to know that, buddy. TMI. TMI. Why are people pinging me in Discord? Yeah, let's go and do not disturb. Actually, I don't need to be on Discord anymore because I already pulled up 2 things I needed from it. So close. Yeah, I mean, same thing as on Steam. There's tons and tons and tons of games on sale, and most of these are actually games I recognize. So yeah. Never say you choose that you're staying. Why are you? Never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know the answer to that question. Never mind. I didn't even start asking that question, Matt. Please don't answer that. Faye, relax. What is the name? There's a quest game that comes. There's a quest game that came out in early access. It's from the people who made the Warplanes games, and it's a pirate game. And I'm blanking on the name. I think it's Nassau something. Let's see if that's on sale. Because we in the Quest Creator Program, we don't get early access games for free. Pirate Nassau. I've been meaning to take a look at this one. Because every single person I know who's played this, which is well over a dozen people, have all said this is really good. And this developer has made, 2 good games and one that's just okay. I didn't like the third Warplanes game all that much. My point is they have brand equity with me. And I've heard nothing but good things about this. Oh, relax. You haven't seen this? Yeah, but it's a dozen people I trust, though. See, Sickness in VR, not quite. point and click from the next thing via rescue. Okay. Arguably the best fire game in VR. Yes, this is Quest. Man, Mock.
Take walks, dude.
Oh god. Yeah, but HomeNet Games made the Warplanes games. I'm a fan of them. Mock, you're not banned. You're a mod. You can ban only if you want. Please don't ban. Please don't ban only. Did I wishlist this? I don't think I wishlisted that. I need to track that. Oh god. Okay, never mind. I'm not logged in. Okay, moving on. I agree. Let me get my gun of ban. No, Matt, you will never be able to ban anyone here. You will never have the power, sir.
Tell you about
No, what are we doing? Why are we ending the stream again? This is not. No, I haven't even gotten to the VR yet. Why are we in the stream? All right. Good night, everybody. We're raiding out.
To see the world in black and white, open up your mind to people around you. You might get surprised when you tear down your walls. So I'm not paint the whole world in colors.
Yeah, we haven't got to the asset part yet. Relax. Most people here know my real name, so it's fine. And since I'm going to be pushing shipping the game sometime in the next year and a half, my real name's going to get out there, so I don't really care about that. Live Open Mic is just a moniker at this point. I don't really care about protect. I don't want to dox my address like I did a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I don't care if someone knows my real name. Michael John. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think my mic cord's going bad. I think it's actually. Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
Shake that ass or kick rocks.
Mr. Mouthhug says, this silence brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
I hate you.
VR Potato says, this is the Unity free asset of the week, and Russ, this is what I wanted to show you.
Every week on the Unity store, they good thing you're on the toilet. It's just Christ. Every week on Unity, there is a new publisher of the week, and they go through. This week's is Microverse, and you get a free asset from their list of asset stuff. So this is what I want to show you. I'm about to buy this for free. Well, I will at the stream because I'm gonna dox my address if I do it on stream. But it is. I'll read the description real quick. Microverse is a non-destructive real-time environment creation system. No baking, no waiting, no preview windows. Everything is live and editable and updated in real time. So I'm just going to hit play because I'm going to pick this up.
In Microverse, everything happens in real time. You can sculpt, texture,
There's
and
a code
populate
for it.
your
Relax.
world in a
I'll show it to you in a
completely
second.
non-destructive manner with no delays, progress bars, previews, or painful baking. Quickly kit bash together a world with complete control over every aspect. Resize or constrain stamps to a specific area of your world. Easily constrain content to spawn along a spline, or create spline areas to fill with content. You can even clear out an existing area and fill it with new content. Microverse isn't just for small levels, but giant worlds as well. This world is created with 25 terrains and can be easily edited in real time on a typical laptop. Notice how with every edit, everything automatically adapts to your changes. Lowering the water level causes new trees to spawn, and raising it clears them away.
Baking is hard.
Unlike other terrain editors, you can change everything up to the very last minute without fear of ruining weeks of work. And you're not messing with procedural graphs that can change the entire level, but designing exactly what you want, exactly where you want it. Changes can be very localized or across the entire level. You can create road systems populated with objects, which adjust as you adjust the roadways, clearing vegetation around them and sculpting the terrain.
Like, this is
Actual
insane.
geometry is used instead of extruded polygons, allowing for train tracks, pipelines, and roller coasters. Microverse already has presets for dozens of popular art assets in the store, allowing you to simply drag and drop biomes together. With Microverse, you can design your world faster with greater control and no fear of losing work. There's simply nothing else like it.
Okay, so to relax this point, it shows us $35, 50% off. But if you go to the Publisher of the Week page right now, it'll say add Microverse to your cart, then enter the code Jason Booth. There's always a code to get down to $0. So if I hit get gift right now, I'm actually go ahead and buy it, even though I'm gonna have to blank my card out so you guys don't get my address. Come over here. There, and then log in. That's fine. Come on, Uni. Pick it up now. All right, so let's view my cards, which I'm sorry that you guys are just listening to me narrate this, but again, my address is on the buy page, so I can't do that. So on the pay now screen, and there's no way for me to black this out because, again, my address is right on screen. Actually, this probably works. I'm over here. Shit, nope, there's my phone number. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, it's on the screen, and there's a section there that says enter coupon credit code to update your price. So let's go and type in Jason Booth and hit apply. And now it goes from $37.10 with tax to $0. And then hit pay now, and I have it for free. So yeah, relax. Go on the Uni Asset Store every Thursday after 1 o'clock. This updates. You're in the stream. Wait, can it be ended? There you go. Yeah, assetstore.uni.com. Make sure you grab that. What's the cooldown on that? 1 Easter. Yes, thank you, Oni. Bye. D-Trans, sorry, we're in the stream. No, I'm joking. Someone just reading that. What game was that? That was Destroy the Acronis Alternate, a manga themed VR visual novel. I thought it was excellent. I won't even joke like that. Thank you. Yeah, I thought that game was excellent. One of the best stories I've seen told in VR. Even though it wasn't for everyone, because one of the NPCs had a really, really, really horrible voice that annoyed the piss out of everyone. But yeah, the story was fantastic. Fantastic. And because I played that right after my sister passed away, it hit me right in the feels. I was crying at the end of it. I've had a chance at 6. No, we were looking at it earlier. I've not had a chance at it. I have access Actually, I don't have access to it. I was offered access to it, but I haven't responded to the devs yet because, frankly, I don't have time to play a lot of games right now. So, I mean, there's a chance that we don't even play a game in the stream tonight, honestly. Like, I picked Arc Axer just because I want to do some market research. But I'm going to restart the same save that I've tried to restart a dozen times now. So you're going to see the same enemies. But I really am just looking at, like, UI and stuff like that. All right, come back over here. Where is, go back to the main store. Now they're having the fall fresh asset sale. So let's see what this is about. And we'll turn some music on. There's not a VR section here, which kind of sucks. Like, a lot of this just filters into like 2D or 3D, and then you kind of have to decipher if it'll work for a VR game. Like, for instance, right now, even though I'm not in the market to buy this just yet, one of the things that I'm looking for are spell effects. So let me find the spell effects section.
Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
Yeah, only I'm gonna play Dragon Ridge on Tuesday because there's another patch coming supposedly on Monday, so I'm gonna wait for that one. Then my code doesn't work in the core. No, it just works on Microverse. My score let's choose Microverse, and nah, it's just the Microverse, just that one. Just that one. Just go to Publisher of the Week, and then you'll see that big thing that just says get free gift, and that's the one you can get. Got that one? Okay, bet. Is that a new shirt? I've had this one for a while. I just don't wear it very often. There. Let's see what's on sale. There is my. I know for a fact I've shown you guys this a couple times. This is what is going to encompass the character creation for my my starter game. We'll call it, and that's on sale for $56. I can make. I don't know. I think 30 different NPCs from this prototype. Well, yes, they'll be in the prototype, but like this is, I'm not making the big game first. I'm making a smaller scale one, and I'm using this because I told myself, and I'm coming back to this because I kind of got away from it. I told myself that my first game would be an asset flip. So every single thing that I buy will be, hey Amelia, s'mores shake. That every single thing that I put into this first game, even though I'm going to alter it and make, you know, I'm going to change some shaders and stuff like that. But yeah, they will be stuff I bought from the store. I'm not trying to, I cannot learn Blender right now, so I'm not doing that. Anyway, remember what I asked you what? Yep, that was the plan. The plan was initially, bye Amelia. The plan was initially to like learn Blender next year, because I'm learning Unity 2 and I'm learning C#. Like I can't learn 3 things at once. It's not gonna happen. So anyway, I was looking for a spell effects bundle, and I need to actually find, where are the effects? Finger head to get Splendor, it will eventually take. Yeah, and I respect people who can do that. I don't think I have the right mind for Blender, so it's going to be harder for me to pick it up than other people. And I just search magic spells if I need to do, and then just narrow it down from there. Okay, and then filter it by VFX, and then particles, and then spells. So yeah, like, let me find what I liked. Your certified instructor for XSI should be able to do shit in Blender. Today I learned. Okay, let's look at rainbow spells. I've never looked at this one. I'm not using rainbow spells in my game, but I need like projectiles and stuff like that. Like right now, as I'm building the magic system, I'm using just a spear with a texture on it, or 3 different textures on it. One for fire, one for earth, and one for shadow, and there's another one for lightning. There's another effect I'm using for lightning. I think it's a cylinder. Actually, this one's not very good. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Go back. This might work. Yeah, here we go. So stuff like this. Like this would take me so long to build. that there's no shot I could ever like do this. It would take me another year if I built all this stuff myself. So to relax this point, I'm trying to take all these different assets, make sure they're all within the same art realm, if not exact art style, and bring them together. So at the cigarette party where Vanilla Ice performed, damn it. I didn't know. Again, only I have cool friends. Drive-by food porn. Mock, what'd you have for dinner tonight, buddy? Tell me nice and slow. So yeah, like stuff like this. I have a whole bunch of like power-up stuff, like, you know, buffs and debuffs. I have some free assets for that. I haven't got anything for projectiles yet, so I'm on the lookout for that. But anywho, Uni Asset Store. I go there every week now. Actually, I go there every day. Let's be real here. I think Magic Arsenal was the one I was kind of looking at too. Yeah, because this one was on the flash sale yesterday. So yeah, just hold on. Actually, this one has sound too. Most of these don't come with sound. That's another thing that I've learned as I go through these. A lot of these don't come with sound effects. You have to like find your own sound effects. So come back over here. Like this is a rarity. You get something that has sound built into it. Absolutely, Tony. Which he's just lowering the pitch as the spell gets more powerful. Or the... Actually, I don't know the proper musical term. He's lowering something to like lower the... I don't know. I don't know audio. Anyway, yeah, so I'm looking for stuff like that. But like, I need that, I need projectiles, and I need AoEs, and I need like stuff coming from the sky. So until I can find one that's all-inclusive, I'm gonna just be using the default Unity stuff. Streaks and spheres and cubes, and it looks pretty funny. It looks pretty funny as I'm like testing magic now, because I'm testing 2 different systems. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. So I wrote a gesture recorder that when you hold trigger, it starts recording like what you're doing with your hands, and there's one for each hand. So it's recording your right hand, it's recording your left hand, and then when you let go of trigger, it stops and it recognizes that as a spell. And then I have to like do it a couple times to make sure that it's gonna be accurate. So yeah, the interesting thing about that now is like at the end of the motion, when it recognizes, oh, okay, you did a fire spell, it creates this like gigantic sphere right where your hand position is when you end it, with like a really goofy looking texture on it. I might show it to you next week. We'll see. I'm still there's an error in the script, so I can't run it right now, and it just like fires out at the enemy. It's pretty funny looking, but it's not gonna be the final version. So yeah, I'm looking for something like this, so that's why I'm continuing to keep an eye on the Unity store. Fab is not updated yet. That'll update the 23rd at 10 a.m., which is 5 days from now, so that's Tuesday. And you'll get 3 free assets there. I want to do something with this. I've mentioned this for the last 3 streams. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to build some kind of prototype using this asset just because I think it's adorable. Like, I'll make the next Astrobot. I don't know. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Oh, what is this? I just looked this up and said Potato. Potato is an animation-style toon rendering asset designed for URP 4 Plus environments and PC console platforms. Okay, I have like 2 toon shaders. Let's see. Yeah, like sci-fi Astro. Well, Astrobot is sci-fi, but yeah, not gonna critique that because it's a asset trailer. But yeah, all right. And of course, I've mentioned this almost every week. That Humble Bundle is still there for the next 3 days. I am fighting really, really hard not to buy this because I don't need it. Like, I'm not gonna do, even though some of these environments look absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna put one up on screen while we're talking. We'll put Haunted Village up as we're talking. Here's the thing, I don't need this for anything, like at all. And Hive Mind has very expensive assets on both stores. Yes, I believe this is the one with the month of Cosmos. All right, Matt. Don't need this at all. I'm not building a horror game anytime soon, or a Greek Olympus game, or a Gladiator Arena game. It's one of those it'd be nice to have type situations, if that makes sense. I can make a VR horror game in a creepy village with a robot as the protagonist. Well, not tough be to make that VR ready. Oh, I'll be stripping LODs down so hard for that. Stripping LODs down so hard for that. Oh, Unity 6.3. Relax. I don't know if you know this or Oni. Push Sim 3. Unity 6.3 is in beta now. That's the next one that's gonna have long-term support. I would imagine we don't see the actual stable release for another 3 to 6 months. Excuse me. 3 to 6 months. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I want the World Space UI toolkit. I really want that, but I don't want to use it in Unity 6.2 when it's not going to get the full thing. Make like a baby and head out. I was trying to figure out what the hell you meant. But yeah, I don't need any of these. I don't need any of these, and I just want them. And I really don't need to spend $30 on something I'm not going to use for my actual game right now. Like, if I'm going to spend $30 on something, I'd rather spend $30 on a particle pack for the magic. Or more music from the composer that I've chosen. Stuff like that. So, look at this. Only you're learning Blender right now. How long would it take you to build what you're looking at on screen right now? We'll hop in the game right after this for maybe an hour. So honestly, I really just kind of want to sit here and just chat with you guys for the rest of the night. But I expected MetaConnect to be something a little bit more interesting than what it was. So many assets in these sets, there are things like all these people. Yeah, and that's why I was thinking about it, but it's like I saw this. I'm just gonna replay it actually. I saw this and I was thinking I need to have some kind of merchant set up in pretty much every fantasy RPG you can think of. Has some kind of like merchant where you can buy like potions and items and stuff. For the game I'm working on right now, I actually don't have a merchant system set up because it's it's a post-apocalyptic fantasy world. Don't ask me why. But yeah, like, so I would love to have something like this. But do I need it right now for what I'm working on? Not necessarily. I'm out like a what the
Take walks, dude.
I'm out like a boner in sweatpants, is what Relax just said. Relax, do you remember my rubbish joke in Croy's chat a few weeks ago? I think you've now topped it. Look at this stuff. Like, I don't need this. Why am I still looking at this? I don't need this. I don't need this at all. Why do I want to buy this? Also, this looks like it would melt my rig. Look at that, all that real-time dynamic lighting. Fully modular my ass. Yeah. Yeah, what you would need to do only is probably just turn off all of the environmental effects like wind or anything, and just make them all static. But yeah, the vert count on that is probably insane. Not to mention the draw calls for all those needles. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, like I would buy this pack. What I should do is take this $30 and buy some of the environments I actually need for my game. Because I have a bunch of like fake stuff right now and everything, not fake, free stuff right now. And everything's sitting in the default Unity environment while I'm building different systems. I have like 6 different scenes that I'm working through. Like ones where I'm testing the AI, ones where I'm the UI, ones where I'm testing the magic system, ones where I'm testing the melee stuff, because all that needs to come together basically into one turn. Like in one player's turn, they're going to access the UI. They could do magic. They could do inventory stuff because they could use an item. They could do melee combat, or they could pass. So that's 4 different systems. Melee, magic, inventory, and the UI itself that you have to interact with that I need to build separately. That's impossible to build in one scene when I don't know how the code's going to work. So I have 4 different scenes that I'm like piecemealing all together. Like writing the script and just making sure, okay, if I pull a trigger, does this menu come up? Okay, cool. That sort of thing. And I have another one where I'm like building the gestures, and it's a whole thing. And none of these scenes are going to make it in the final game. They're just like my prototype scenes. And then there's my main scene, my battle scene, that has my turn manager in it. That is just bringing all that stuff together. And they're pretty cool when it's done. But right now, it's different things that I'm hopping back and forth between. Melee's just short projectile, vice versa. Yo, the melee is pretty much done. The melee's been done for months, actually. What I'm doing now, Oni, in the melee section is... I'll show you what I'm doing. By showing you the asset that I'm using for the enemies. And let me find one. It is inspired in part by every melee combat I've ever played in VR, and in part by Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Because I was trying to think about how do I not have the player just watch a bunch of pre-baked animations. The answer was to actually have to defend yourself, not just hit a button and then your character puts up a sign like this. So in the original test model that I built months and months and months ago, before I broke the turn-based system, I had you just make an X with your arms, and that brought up a shield that you blocked with. But that meant that if an enemy tried to hit you twice, you had to do this, because every time he hit a shield, it broke. So let's take a look at these guys. And really, guys, I'm just bullshitting around at this point. I don't even know if I'm going to play a game tonight, honestly. I might just end in 30 minutes. So I'm enjoying the conversation. Okay, so let me zoom out a bit. Okay, so he should attack in a minute. Now he's running forward. And running back. Okay, stop moving and actually throw an attack. Okay, so the bite just now.
Hello.
Let me go over with that 7 shot.
Hello,
right.
Mike.
Thank you for the lurk.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So what I'm doing is I'm building for every enemy. I'm gonna have to do this for every enemy, which is why the prototype's only gonna have like 3 enemies, just enough for you to get a feel for the game. What I'm having to do is I don't want him to just like say this character, the Bufomorph, but tries to bite you, and it's just like one bite. So instead, what I'm having him do is when he bites like that, he might bite and then swipe 2 times with his right arm, and then swipe 1 time with his left arm. I don't think he has a swipe, actually. Shit, hold on. Does he? I'll have to check. I think in Unity he has a swipe. Might open the Unity and check. But yeah, basically I'm building combos for each one of them. I love that he has a hit animation for each like direction. Does he have a mechanism skeleton? I'd have to answer that later. I honestly haven't done a lot with the enemies other than picking the ones I want to use for the prototype. So this is the first one I plan to start with. But because he doesn't have a swipe, he's not a good example. So this one may be a good example, even though it's not the prototype. So let me turn the music on too. So this one has like stabby attacks where he goes, so yeah. Okay, like that. Okay, so because all those are pre-baked animations that I can just call with, you know, like left attack, right attack, something like that. What I'm doing is, if you've ever seen Claire Obscure Stitch 33, where each enemy has an attack, a lot of them are either like projectiles or they're combos where they come up to your character and they try to attack you anywhere from like 2 to like 6 times. One of them has what's called an exhausting combo, which is 8 attacks in a row that you have to time your either dodges or your parries to. So basically, this enemy would approach you. If it has a mechanism skeleton, we could throw in the other mechanism element with a little problem. Okay, I will check. But basically it's like, so instead of just that, it'd be like left attack, right attack, left attack, and then like the double stab, and that would be his like powerful combo that he throws at you. So each enemy's gonna have no more than probably 3 attacks that they do. Because I went through a whole bunch of JRPGs that I played in the past, and I actually like look back on a lot of the Persona that I played, and the enemy attack variety isn't that heavy. Like, they don't have a ton of different attacks. It's usually like 1 or 2 melees, and if there's a buff, they have a buff, but that's usually it. The bosses have a lot of attacks, but like each enemy does some basic stuff. So so yeah, what I'm doing is I'm building the combos, if that makes sense. And I'm having you as the player block all this stuff in real time. So if it swings left, your sword actually has to come up to the left to block it. So it might go, so if it goes left, left, right, double, you have to go block left, block right, block up, to keep yourself from getting hit. Meanwhile, your defense, because every time you block, you have a defense meter, and that's going down too. And if it actually depletes itself, you get stunned. So that's what one of the many things I'm working on right now. I'm playing around the gesture system for magic. That's the idea behind the melee combat, is to make it, because it is a VR game, you check the current animation system, maybe easier than you think. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like, I've already played around with a couple of them. It's basically just sequencing them and just making sure that for each enemy, they're in position to where they don't overshoot you. Like this guy right here. This guy right here is bigger than the last one we looked at. He's bigger than this guy. So for each one, I'm going to have to like just put one of the characters, one of the player characters in the scene, have this one come up and just make sure that when it attacks, it hits the collider if my sword doesn't block it, if that makes sense. So I'm like positioning each one. So suffice to say, and this is no shock, that building a JRPG with tons and tons of enemies is a lot of work. I don't think I'm gonna have more than, if I had to hazard a guess, 25 different enemies in the whole game. Because some of these, like this guy for instance, a couple of the root animations so you control that. Yeah. Some of the some of these have different colors, and if you've ever played any kind of indie action adventure game, you will see colors. I mean, Zelda does this, for Christ's sake. You will see color palette swapped enemies. So the red one, when it opens its mouth in that animation that you saw earlier, might spit fire at you. The blue one might spit ice at you, and it might be weak to a different thing. So I can have different models of the same enemy, but they just do different things, and that's going to help like spread out the enemy variety a bit more. So I'm probably going to have 5 or so that are going to be palette swappable and adaptable to different environments, and then the other 20 or so will be originals, if that makes sense. Yeah, like this guy definitely has multiple colors available to him. All right, since I only brought it up, let's take a look. Let's open the Unity real quick. And then we'll hop into VR for maybe a bit. Tem's delivered. This might become the de facto dev stream. Like, I cannot tell you guys, I really was not like super excited to play a VR game tonight. What? Wait, what? I have the Unity Hub. I guess I clicked on the wrong executable. Okay, Chuck. Yeah, you just played it before. I've seen you showed me pictures. They look amazing. Yeah, let's go look at that enemy model. I might have to move my camera because the animation preview window is on the right. I can just move that line there. That did the shopping and return with 10 cans of coffee. Russ, how you take your coffee? Out of curiosity. Yeah, we'll play a little bit of Arcaxer, but honestly, I'm very, very, very tired. Migraine is gone. Yeah, I feel fine. I'm fine. That's another reason why I'm hesitant, Faye, to be honest, though, because the migraine just really cleared around this time last night. So I'm like, I'm a little shaky about throwing the headset back on. All right, where is? Look at all this shit I have in here. It's nuts. Let's shut down a bunch of these folders just to collapse it down. Artwork, monsters. Where is the Bufomorph? I think all these are. Yep, they're in alphabetical order. Perfect. Okay, so there is the blue variant. Oop, wrong button. I love that that's the default right there, by the way. I love that. So there's a blue one. Here's a dark one. I haven't changed any of the shaders on these because these are the original assets. Here's a green one. So yeah, like this guy is going to be in probably every biome in the game. Just because he has 5 different color varieties. Not all of them are like that. Like, let's just pick one at random. Yeah, this one only has 1 model. Mocha with a shot of caramel in is your favorite. As long as it's sweet and has mocha, you probably like it. Okay. But yeah, like this guy doesn't have more than 1 color. So if I used him, he'd be like 1 time. What's another one that has multiple colors? I can't remember. Not you. Here's another one, multiple colors. This scorpion crab looking thing. Although those colors aren't like super distinct, I probably wouldn't use this guy. For multiple scenes. There was one I loved. Anyway, okay, so I'm kind of fucking around, so let me get back to the Bufomorph. Only, what did you want to see exactly? We'll look at the blue one. Let me shrink this so I can open this up a little bit more. All right, here's all of his. Let's see. Interesting. The animation editor. Okay. Where's your animator? Where's your animator? Where's your animator? Right to the root. What? This guy? I forgot to freaking move in. I forgot to move in the animation editor. I think it's shift. No. There was something I had to hold. There we go. Middle mouse. There we go. Yeah, I think it's an FSM. I think all these are FSMs. So yeah, this one only has 2 bite attacks. That's disappointing. So I'm not gonna be able to do the combo thing here, and I need to move the inspector over here temporarily, just so you can see the animation. There we go. Okay, so he doesn't actually have a swipe animation. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to an assignment for me, or because I know you have one of the Prolifactor packs, so you could probably, because it's the same dev, the same maker of this, you probably play around with these and see what you can do. And if you hit across something, let me know. But yeah, now that I'm looking at the Bufomorph only has the bite attack and that's it. I don't know. Well, there's a spit attack. Okay, so it spits something. There's a tongue attack. Anyway, yeah, so probably the bite attack would be, I think this is the one where it jumps for it. Yeah, it jumps for it there. Don't want that. And for some reason I see it when it does the spit attack, it's gonna burp. I want it to burp when it does this. Just belch. Just belch fire, or belch ice, or belch, yeah, anyway. I mean, these things are gonna be super squishy because they're my primary enemy. Yeah, so that's the idea. So let me find something that has a bit more to it. This guy is planned to be a boss. Okay, whoa, come on. Ah, shit. Where's your animator? Do you not have an animator? Holy crap, how many animations do you have? Okay, apparently a lot. Okay, so two-hand smash. RM is when the lunges forward. We don't want to do that. Here's a nice two-hit combo. Oh, okay, let's speed that up. So I would probably go like two-hit combo. What's the difference between this and this? That's RM, so that means it moves forward. That also moves it forward. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So probably like two-hit combo, boom, boom, into two-hand smash. Or like, here's a smash. We got stomps. Kill like some projectile. So yeah, this guy's got a lot to play with. So there's a lot of stuff I could build with this, which means he's definitely gonna be a boss. And then yeah. So what I'm playing with now, after I get like the basics down for the melee combat stuff, is getting each of them to step into position and then like attack you, and you have to just block it with your weapon, whatever it is. I had shields in this, but I took them out because scope creep. All right, so that's that. Let's close this. Honey, what's your assignment? And rush GG's. All right, I'm gonna go throw on the VR headset. Guys, I don't know how long I'm gonna last. I'm tired and I don't feel great. Like the migraine's over, but I still don't feel like fantastic. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Russ. How does Chatbot work? It comes up randomly within the first 3 hours of the stream, and if you see it and grab it, you get 500 pixels automatically. And I was just chilling here and chatting. Yeah, I mean, one of my inclinations was to play Tetris. But then again, that involves putting the headset on because I don't have the flat version of Tetris Effect. And I don't have anything flat that I wanted to play. How big is that? How big is this? It's a free JRPG I downloaded from Steam the other day. I'm not like sleepy tired, Mock. I'm just like bodily exhausted, which is why playing a physical game like Arcaster probably is not a good idea either. Where I have to like sit there and like actively dodge and stuff. Dodging is another issue I'm having right now. I have to figure out how to, if you step out of position, the game automatically pauses. Because if you could dodge all the attacks or just simply step out of the way when they swing at you, that kind of defeats the purpose. So I need to block that from happening in the game itself, like block that from happening. But like the idea of this, we'll play this for a bit before I call it for the night. Because I haven't even looked at this game yet. It's just a free game I downloaded from Steam. So let me switch my category. Although I can almost guarantee this, I'll be shocked that this game is on Steam. Or is on Excalibrian. Yeah, I didn't think so. Nope, I spelled it wrong. That's why. No, it does have. Alright, Mock. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure to see you, buddy. I booted it for 1 minute, and that's all I've done in it. So it's like, you know what? Might give this a run. I just want to see what it looks like, and then I think I'm just gonna call it. I am not really thinking VR is a good idea. And only by the answer to this, what's your assignment for you? Since you have the assignment for yourself. Alright, let's take a look at this game for a bit, and I think I'm just gonna call it, because I am VR is not a good idea right now. I mean, face at it, coming off of stop it. Well, let's turn about the music real quick. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's take a look at this for a bit. It was Prince Live 16th birthday. God, I wish. Wake up live. How long do you tend to sleep in? After all, today's a special day. Your father requests your presence at once. I hate this. I hate pixel text. Like, it drives me nuts. I'll move my camera over. Yeah, I just want to take a look at this to see if it's worth me pursuing to play longer, or if it's a free game. There's no place to put myself where like that text is not intrusive. Let's go up here. How about that? There we go. Your father requests your presence at once. Make your way to the throne. Okay. Add just 2 minutes. Okay, there's that. Live, do you know why I've requested your presence? Nope. Cool. I will start from the beginning then. On the first day, the Holy King created the heavens, and the Demon King created the earth. On the second day, the Holy King created a hero to seal away the Demon King. The Holy King named the hero Alexander and bestowed upon him the 4 holy relics: the legendary helmet, Tarnhelm, the legendary shield, Aegis, the legendary breastplate, Judgment armor, and the legendary sword, Excalibur. But the strength of the relics alone were not enough, and Alexander fell in battle. The Holy King resurrected Alexander and created 12 gemstones to augment his strength. After another perilous fight, Alexander defeated the Demon King. The Holy King now ruled over both the heavens and the earth. On the 7th day, the Holy King entrusted Alexander with a kingdom to rule. But to keep this kingdom, each of Alexander's descendants must journey to the heavens and renew their earthly dominion. That's why I've called you here today on your 16th birthday. You're a man now. At 16? It's time you follow in my footsteps and journey to the heavens. We'll be given a mandate to succeed the Alexandrian throne as decreed by the legendary hero Alexander himself. I promise my game will not start with this much exposition. And so I will entrust you with the 4 legendary relics that he once used. Oh joy, Live receives the legendary relics Tarnhelm, Aegis, Judgment armor, and Excalibur. You'll find that the relics are too heavy for you to equip. You'll see each relic corresponds to an idol around the world. You must seek out these idols and pray before them, only then will you be able to equip each relic. You will find the idol of Tarnhelm in the temple southeast of the kingdom of Palsia. The idol of Aegis located in the abbey of St. Lilia. The idol of Judgment armor is within the pyramid of Al-Shiba. And the idol of Excalibur used to be south of Avalon, but it has long since sunk to the bottom of the sea. With each relic equipped, you must stand before the tower to the heavens. Only then will your passage be revealed. As you set off, make a stop at the Castletown pub. Your friends who have graciously agreed to help you in your journey are waiting for you there. Finally, here are your funds. Please use them wisely. 12,000 pieces of gold. Jesus. Dude, that was a lot of talking. I'm parched. Yeah, no shit. Well, my work here is done. Now then, may the Holy King guide you on your journey. Who are you? Good luck on your journey, Your Highness. Okay, we're just gonna go start journey now. Okay, how do I get out of here? Alright, we're gonna ask for 2 minutes. Okay, one's supposed to go there. I think this is back to my bedroom. Nope. That's not back to my bedroom. Where's the key? Okay, don't have a key for that. There's treasure to be found in there. Now, so the 4 holy relics are scattered across the world. Okay, yep, thanks. You know help. You can't go through the gate below the other gate you just went through. Let's see. Alright. I have no idea what she just said. I cannot. There's gotta be a way to get downstairs that I missed. Nope. Nope. I just want to see how the combat works. Just get me to the combat. Okay, how do I get... There's a king again. I remember when you were just a little baby. Soon you become our next king. Okay, yeah, thanks. Is there another exit here I missed? That's my bedroom. Okay, what about over here? Anything over here? No, I went through all this. Wait, there we go. That's how I get down. There we go. Visit church often? Piety is a virtue in the Holy King's eyes. Should you fall in the midst of battle, he will bring you to the last church you sung of his praises. Oh, that's a respawn. That's a clever way of explaining that. Welcome to our church, Prince Live. Should I record your deeds in the journal? Yes, that's a save. Sure, okay. I appreciate that it's not just like save. Oh, Your Highness, good luck on your journey. Hee hee. Feel much lighter. He just pickpocketed me. That little mother. He took all my gold. Nope, he took all my gold. We gotta find that little bastard. Was it this guy? The Western Travels. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Where is that little thief? Equip new weapons and armor. Don't do no guess in your inventory. Okay, thanks. Where's the thief at? Oh, with an armor shop, Prince Life. I don't have any money. Okay, equip. Item. Okay, equip any of those. Welcome back for the ads. Someone just stole my 12,000 pieces of gold, and I don't know where he went. These 60 herbs I just picked. 5 herbs, nice. Use them whenever you're in a pinch. Okay, thanks. Where'd that little asshole go? Hubs are places of comings and goings, of greetings and goodbyes. Okay, thanks. Live, I knew this day would finally come. You're confessing your love to me. Oh, damn. Okay. Yes. Live, I love you too. As your lover, it's my duty to join you on your quest. Hey. Live is completely under Carol's spell. What the hell? Oh, I have a party member now. Live, you're blessed to be in my presence. I can stick around if you want, sure. It's not like I want to or anything. As a priest, it's my duty to protect you. Alright. Wow, okay, this party's getting fast. Ryan, Live, you're finally on your journey to become the next king. With my help, no monster will stand in our way. What do you say? Sure. That was the easiest party building I've ever done in the JRPG. Welcome to our pub. How can I help you? Okay, that's how I switch my party out. Got it. Okay. Like, that was super easy. All right, yeah, come on, guys. Come on, the merry crew. Now we gotta find that little asshole who stole my money. My brother's stuck at the bottom of the well. A rich man named Kao Nanu said to be a collector of ancient coins. Light peers down to the well. Okay. I'm hiding from my sister. Oh no. Sorry, I already opened it. Okay, well, give me what you got. Okay, so I guess we go back up. Why didn't you say my brother? Why didn't you say my brother? Yes or no? Okay, sure. That wasn't a yes or no question. Okay, thank you, game, for doing that. At least the game knew that was a dumb question and acknowledged it. Or a dumb answer. Okay, I need to save again because I need to... Now that I have a party, I need to save. Cool. Alright, so now we just save. We have a full party. I'm a little afraid of, like, trying to go into battle when I have no weapon. Yeah, I have no money. That was scary. I have nothing to equip. Yeah, thanks for telling me I'm in Alexandria. Dun, 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 dun. I can't read the sign from this direction. Oh, thanks, game. Welcome to the Holy Kingdom of Alexandria. Okay, that wasn't helpful. Where the F did that kid go? A little bastard who stole my... I have no weapons to equip, lady. All right, what's this nice say? Nothing to report. Thanks. Salute. Okay, thanks. Were you the thief? No, you're not the thief. You're the person who's talking about the church. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to go out with no weapon and just get yeeted. Unless it's in the end. Who's the old guy? Would you like to change someone's name? No, I'm good. Name's precious things. If you ever wish to change someone's name, please seek me out. Okay. Nothing there. If we're friends, surely well. Yeah, let's see. We'll just go into a battle and see what happens. Oh, it's random encounter? Oh. Oh, I pick all their attacks the first time. Okay, gotcha. That was actually pretty damn fast. I actually like that stacking. I do not like random encounter JRPGs. I already know for a fact I'm not going to finish this game. I don't like that. That drives me nuts. Alright, we'll try some magic next time. Sweet honey was found. Cool, okay. What's this place? Welcome to Madura, the mining town. Okay, we made it to Madura. Cool. Where's the church? I'm just gonna save. There we go. Yes. Done. New version of Pokemon. That's what it kind of came off as. A very, very rudimentary. No, go back. Is there a way for me to see my objectives? Because I can't remember what our father told us. I'm not gonna waste a herb right now because no one's really hurting. Oh, I can't interact. There we go. Bow wow. So I can't interact with the doggo? Welcome to my weapon shop. I have 42 gold. What can I buy? Nothing. Just a club. Okay. That does absolutely nothing for me. Alright, awesome. Because they all have clubs so far. Thank you. Please come again. Okay. But yeah, random encounters went out in like the 90s for me. What's down here? We used to make wishes by throwing coins into the wells. It's not too common now. Okay, what's the point of the wells? This is the entrance to the mines. Be careful, there are monsters inside. Just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. Almost everyone quit after the monsters here became more aggressive. Normally slimes and bats are harmless, but now they pack quite a punch. Okay. Sounds fun. Let's do it. Okay, can't go there. I just want to get to one fight so I can use some magic. Fight, magic. I don't have any magic yet. Okay. So all I can do is attack them so far. I've actually never played a Pokemon game. I've just seen a lot of it. So I don't know if this is common for Pokemon games. To pick all your attacks and just let it all play out. Alright, level 2. Learn refresh. Alright, we learned some spells. It is? Okay. Hold on. Faye, are you a Pokemon player? I might just learn something new about you. Oh, okay. So now we got hot and cold. All right, so Carol, do hot on the spider. Daisy, do, oh, Karen, refresh. Okay, so you're the basic healer. Got it. You attack the bat. Brian, I used to be a long time ago. You have to play Pokemon Sapphire. Okay, I have learned something new. Attack, cover, or parry. So Brian can't use magic at all. Brian, hit the spider. Oh, wow. Oh! Hot just annihilated that spider. Okay. Okay, Carol, use strike cold on the rat. Daisy, magic. Let's care for yourself. Brian, attack the bat. Who took 18 points of damage? Oh, the rat did. Okay. All right, let's just finish this guy off. All right, I think I've seen enough. I'm gonna call it here. I am starting to get another headache. Wow, can I not exit the game? All right. Watch me get attacked before I get back to the church. All right, go back to the church and save. But thank you, Russ. I felt fine most of today, but it was very, very hot today at work, and even though I was staying hydrated, that wasn't helping anything. So honestly, I just wanted to kind of hang out, so I didn't really get the chance. I didn't get a chance to stream on Tuesday, but just want to hang out, just chat, and catch up with you guys. I should be good by next week, and next week we're gonna play Dragon Ridge, and we're gonna play Titan Isles. Dragon Ridge on Tuesday, Titan Isles on next Thursday, which is the day it actually releases. So let's call it there. How do I get out of here? So is there a way for me to actually get out of the game? Other than just alt-tabbing out of it? I guess not. All right, well, oh, there. They get lights of rain. I did not. Yeah, escape didn't work. I tried that twice too. Anyway, no, I did not. I am very much in the fantasy frame of mind right now because I'm working on the game in the fantasy realm. So I'm not like, I'm just not in the mood to play a shooter, and I don't think I can evaluate it fairly. I learned that playing Dice Atomia last week. I don't think I can give it like a fair eval, like a fair shake, if I'm not really, if my heart's not really in playing it, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna hold off on it until I have access to it. I'm just gonna hold off on it until I feel like I'm in like the right headspace to play it, and that's probably a good thing because it is early access, so that'll give the developers time to get some feedback and get some of the bugs out that we saw in the demo. Remember that like tutorial bug that happened 2 minutes in? You know, get that stuff patched out. You know, let it cook a little bit more. And then by the time I play it, hopefully it'll be a more complete product because it was quite buggy when we played it a couple of weeks ago. User cutting in and out, weird animations, UI stacked on top of each other. Yeah, there's a lot of things that kind of need to get ironed out pretty quickly. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, this is inspired by Half-Life Alice. It's the new Half-Life Alice. Everyone needs to play this. If Half-Life Alice on Quest. No, I need a bit more polish than what that game had right away. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm not gonna raid out. I'm just going to say goodnight. So I need to go. I can feel it unsetting right now, so I need to just hop off, turn the lights off, and go chill for a bit. I don't remember Bug and Liza Rain demo. Remember the music cutting out towards the end? No, I'm sorry. I was thinking the Dice Atomia. I'm sorry. My bad. No, the Liza Rain demo was actually pretty clean. But I would still like to get it does more time to cook. And release some quality of life fixes and stuff like that. Like because it is early access, I'm not in a rush to play it, if that makes sense. Like because I'm not in the headspace to play a corridor shooter right now. Yeah, Dice told me, yeah, it needs a lot of work. I agree. Dice told me it needs a lot of work. Even though it said it was comparable to Half-Life Alice, Asgard's Wrathbone works and played in the sorcery. Ridiculous. So, all All right, everybody. I'll see you guys next week. Dragon Ridge on Tuesday, Titan Owls on Thursday, and more fun. Good night, everybody. Peace. Have a wonderful night.